All right, so welcome. Thanks for joining me. Happy New Year, and I wish you guys all a great new year ahead, whether it comes to personal life, trading, or development. So there's a lot of runway ahead now, and you can do quite a lot in the future. So make the most of it. All right, we're going to take a look at here a couple of quick portfolio things, and like we've been doing this last week, so I'm going to try to keep up with it this month a little bit, just so you can see what's going on from just overall managing an options portfolio. So we'll go ahead and see here what's going on and what's happening. So I'm going to go ahead and kick things off here, and then we will just get started, because managing an options portfolio can be confusing. So let me just pop out here on the right screen. Here we go, managing an options portfolio. All right, if you have questions, feel free to pop them in and so on. If you don't, then feel free to just enjoy and watch. I'm just going to continue what I've been going on and what I've been doing. I did take that loss on Peloton. If you watch some of the other videos this last couple weeks, I had to take a loss on this one, and I think I added a newer further date on this. So that was one of the things I did off screen, because I was at the lake house there, and I wasn't able to kind of film and record with slower internet. They're bouncing off trees and across lakes and so forth. So anyway, this one again is still kind of pulling back. I'm still kind of holding it, but I'm doing it with a protected kind of back ratio spread to see if it'll pop eventually. And I've got myself till February on this one. So again, very lighter position. So we'll see if it'll kind of bounce. Some of the things that's moving today for me is Disney. So this is the one I want to add to. So as I'm looking at this portfolio, again, this is a portfolio I use with a lot of coaching, mentoring clients. People hop on, they chat with me. And if you're interested in doing something like that, then definitely grab a coaching session on the TRADERSFLY website. But this is kind of what we go over, is different portfolios that they might have and different strategies. So anyways, one of the things I was looking at was kind of a Disney here, and I was going to add a little more to it and just kind of evaluate with where we're at. So we're quickly doing some position management. Obviously, if we work one-on-one together, you and me, we're going to slow all these things down and just make sure you really grasp the hang of it. So you can see I have a couple of things going on here, and I've got positive puts that are doing well, and these are you can see I'm up 46 on this, and the most I can make is 63. I'd probably go ahead and cut these and just take them off, because I still have about 20 days in them, so there's no point to hold them. So I'm going to close that trade, and I'm going to try and buy them back for 15 cents, and I'm going to go ahead and just let it sit. I always try and get a little bit of a couple extra pennies and then just let it sit. If you get filled too quick, like let's say you get filled like automatically within a second, you're probably not getting a good price. So I always try to kind of nibble a little bit that way. These are my 50-50 vertical calls as well. It's doing fine. You can see 208 out of 155, 20 days to go. So I'm going to leave that, because I'm going to take one bit of profits. I don't know how this new year is going to go on. And then these also right here doing just fine. So about 140 out of 280. So I'm going to let those sit for now, but I will add a new one, maybe a little further date. I do have to keep earnings in check as I do this. So earnings are at, let's see, what do we got? 210, February 10. And we will go in, I'll go 25 days. I don't have any puts here, so I'm going to spread things out. I'll probably go to the 150s. And the reason I'm doing that is because if the stock is going to keep moving, again, I'm just lightly adding in a small position. We'll see if we can get sold at 67 cents. And let's see how many deltas that's going to give me. About 10. I'm risking 67 if it gets here to about 100. So tiny little bit. I'd prefer to get a little bit closer, but they don't have like a strike at 152. So we'll go here. Let's see if we can get 67 cents, and I'll let that sit for a little bit. Okay, some of the other stuff that I'm looking at. Okay, so I've got some theta trades not doing so well on Microsoft here. That's not doing so great. Let's check it out. So here it is, but you can see you're not losing a ton over here, and we're just kind of waiting for this to kind of pull back up. So this one's down quite a bit today. So let's see, Microsoft is down $4. Okay, and then the other one, Netflix, we're just doing a quick position run through. Netflix also over here on the edge, but if it's going to pop, I'm okay with that. And Nvidia's popping higher a bit. So if you guys recall, I think I did add a little bit of a bullish iron condor on this one the other week. Let's see, what do we got? So here it is. Here's that bullish iron condor. I think I added an extra put here, so it's coming in. It's doing okay, and that's fine. Let's see what other thing here we've got. We've got some calls, and that's just breaking even. So I'm just going to let that sit for now. We've got a delta of 6. I don't know what's going to happen first day, right? So Bank of America is phenomenal today. So as weird as it is, you know, for a bank, that one will probably take some off. For a bank to run that quick, so here's 5 contracts, and this has exploded. So 150 out of 170. This has only a few days to go. I will probably let it expire. I'm thinking here for a second. 20, 50, 60, 70. We'll see. Let me take a look here at this other position. This one is more dangerous actually, because that one is only got a couple days to go. I could try and milk it. There's Disney that got filled. You can see being patient helps. And what do I got here? I've actually got 2 calls that I put on Bank of America for a possible move to the upside. So my point in doing that was to keep that theta positive. And with the 2 contracts here, I lose 3 theta, and then I sold verticals. So actually what I will do, since we had that explosive move, I will take off 2 of these contracts instead on the call side. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take profits there and let that go. Okay, because I don't want that theta burn. PepsiCo, we're down a bit. What do we got? We're down a 1.5%. So let's check it out here. And here with PepsiCo, we are pushing up a little bit. So we're still okay, but it is pulling back today. Why don't I take off 1 contract? Let me see the chart here. Pep, it's pulling back. Yeah, I'll take 1 off for safety, and then I can add that back later if it keeps pulling back. So we'll take 1 off here. Okay, Peloton, we talked about Visa's not doing much, so I haven't done much with it. It's just up there. What have we got? January 14th, 96. Let's see. Oh, actually, it's moving along with PayPal because I got PayPal in my live account. So Visa is actually moving. I don't think I have PayPal in the simulated account. So why don't I add to Visa? Because all the financials are moving really well today. Hey, Deepak, how you doing? Hey, let's put the chat on for you guys. Let's see if we've got the chat there. Visa, I'll probably add in Visa a little bit, but I'll go 18 days. I already got an 11-day. I need to go a little further out. We'll do a vertical real quick on this one. Nothing too crazy. Still a little cautious about everything. We'll see what happens. Okay, so 89 cents. That'll give me about 10 delta. $90, $90, and 411. So risking 411 to maybe make 90, 89 for those of you that are mathematicians. Let's try for 90 cents and let's see if we get filled on there. I think that'll go in the swing trade. Okay, we've got these long portfolios are doing well. Apple, if I look at Apple, what's the platform? Platform is TC2000 for the charts, and Thinkorswim by TD Ameritrade for the options part that I'm doing. Okay, so let's look at Apple here real quick. Apple's doing fine. I typically do a little bit a day, you know, keeps the doctor away. Put a little contract here, a little contract there. We've got 6.5 spread. That's a back ratio. That one's working really well. Let me see what's going on with Apple. I know it's up like $3. Yeah, it's still up $3. If it breaks this, actually, I'm going to set this notification for my live account too. If it breaks this, I probably want to add to that position. Okay, so there we go. So it's pushing. If you want to go early, you could, but it's a little bit of a caution sign. I'll leave the back ratio. I might want to take some profits off of some of these other ones. This one's up pretty well there. That one's almost there. That one's almost there. That one's kind of there. let's just add a tiny one. Go like 25 days. I don't have anything in the 25 days, so I'm spreading my risk in different spots. Gonna go about a 20 delta or so. 170 will give me a pullback. Well, how about 167 and 162? Let's go ahead here. $56, 132, and 144. Okay, so I'll probably want to bring it in because the risk is a little too high on the most. So if the risk is too high, I'll bring it in actually, because then it uses less capital. Okay, 74, 110, 40, 426. So that's a little bit better. Go ahead, we'll pop that in. Okay. There we go, got filled there, another little contract. So again, just nibbling. We'll nibble in a little here. AMD's doing really well. I don't know if I really need to add anything to AMD because it's just moving too well. I'd rather do it on a pullback. So this is just doing well. I got a bunch of contracts here spread out. There we go, 2 contracts here. These are expiring on the 15th, so that's about 2 weeks. 120 out of 238. That one is $18 out of 89. This one, $10 out of 70 or 130 as a risk. So it's not too bad. And I got these 9 bigger contracts, 50-50 spreads that are doing really well today. So those popped a bit. So I could add to that, but I don't know. I'm gonna wait on here. AMD has kind of been watching it, but it's been this could be an A. Here's what I'm watching is possible A to B, B to C. Could it be A, B, C, D pattern? Could be. I am a little concerned though with the overall market one day. That doesn't make a trend. So we'll see. We already added to Apple. QQQ is still doing fine. And SPY, let's just add another one just because we like to keep adding to SPY a bit. And here's SPY. We got a ton of contracts. I'll do these a little further out. So I'm playing a lot in this 46, 74, 87 day range. Let me see, where's most of my positions? Yeah, I don't have any puts on the 87, so I will do some puts here just to mix things up because I need to get some theta, positive theta, to make up for some of the negative theta that I have. So I need positive theta. So I will go, let's go 160, 457, sorry, 460, 457. Look at all those things. Okay, so what does that give me? That gives me 64 on 35 on 236. 64 on 35. I'm gonna go wider. Okay, here we go. 77, 58, 323. Let's go nice even number, a little bit better. Let's see if we go 5. 93, 83, 407. I like that, but I'm going to compress it a little. And I'm compressing it for caution, only 3 points, rather than 5. If I was more aggressive, I'd do 5. But again, with the market where we 12 points up only, it could actually roll over. I have no idea. It might roll over. So that's why I'll do just a tiny position. This will be long portfolio always. Hey Kobe, hey Sasha, where's the best place to watch your basic option videos? If you really want to watch the basic option videos, I'd say go to the, if you go here, let's see, it'll be on the TRADERSFLY website. It's a good getting started point, and that's maybe where you want to go. So I'll pull it up for you right here. If you go to TRADERSFLY.com, and go to the getting started page right here. Start here. There's a good area to watch a lot of those videos. Getting started options 101, and you can go into the blog. There's a lot of stuff, but if you really want to just like a really good foundation, the best thing is probably for a really good solid basic understanding is go to the course, the options foundation course. There's a version 2 now. And with the version 2, you're going to get a ton of training right here, probably 12, 13 hours, I think. So when you look, 11 hours and 36 videos. So this is going to cover a ton of stuff of options, and it gets into really good detail. So definitely check that out. That's where I would go. It saves you a lot of time, Kobe. All right, so we got this. done unallocated on Apple. So now I'm just going to move this around. That is our long portfolio. Bank of America is a swing trade. So we'll move that to the swing trade. Disney will move to a swing trade. And PepsiCo will move to the swing trade. I can't move it yet. It's not filled. Okay, so we'll just move PepsiCo back to unallocated, and then we'll move it back to the swing trade. There we go. Now we're combined. All right, so that's it. You know, just kind of managing a little portfolio. Then let's see if there's anything interesting. I kind of already looked at a few things. I'm already exposed. I would probably do some PayPal if I wasn't, but I'm just kind of checking a few things. Like this NEO's moving, Lowe's and Home Depot are pulling back. I mean, and AAL is starting to break. So, you know, is the volume there? You know, it's picking up some speed. I don't know. When's earnings? 127. It's kind of soon. So AAL, and this Stone is starting to, ooh, Stone, I'll probably get some of this for the live account actually. Stone is starting to roll, so why don't we do, it's a cheap stock though, but that's fine. So I'll do a quick, when is earnings? I'll do a quick 310, so it's good actually. So 310, we'll do like a 25-day. I will actually just put like a vertical right at the money and see what kind of spread we can get. So here's what we'll do. This'll be a swing trade. Thanks so much, Kobe. Yeah, you're welcome. I'm on there now, found it. Yeah, many thanks. Yeah, you're more than welcome, Kobe. Yeah, absolutely. If you have any trouble, just reach out to the live support team for any password resets or anything like that, or anything. You know, we'll make sure we're taken care of. We've got a small team, but we'll make sure you're taken care of. It's just sometimes some people have glitches. Okay, so here we've got 95 cents. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and get into 3 of these because they're so cheap. But the way I'll do this is I'll go see if they're doing 5-point spreads. So we're going to go with, we're going to do a little different. We're going to type it in. We're going to go 92, then we'll go 90. And we're going to see if we'll get that spread filled like this. We'll do, I'll put in the swing trade, but I'll do that after. So let me just send them in and see if I'll get 3 contracts, but I'll see if I can negotiate a little bit. So there we are, working orders, 90 cents, 95, and a 92. So I'm gonna see if I can get them. And I'll just let that sit. So that's kind of what I'm aiming for, is just let it sit. You don't have to rush into it. That's kind of one trade. If I get one, great. The other thing, this hood is starting to turn, not that I care for Robinhood as much from an investment standpoint, but it's starting to. That AAL is still catching my eye a little bit. Let's go back to this. And then UAL. So a lot of the airlines you can see are starting to move. It's just kind of take your pick. So you got UAL and AAL. So there we go. I'm going to go with UAL, but it's all, you got a really short time frame. I might actually just pretend, because I'm a little light on my theta. Hey, good morning, Kevin. Welcome. I might actually just play this with a quick calendar on the UAL. I'm not sure why I'm thinking that, but I believe because we're kind of lower on the VIX. And I might even do shorter duration, which actually then volatility wouldn't help as much with shorter duration. So here we go, 1 expiration. So maybe it'll just pop a little, pull back, hang around. I don't think it'll like explode to the moon. So we'll just do like 2 contracts, $100. Let's see, 51 cents. And if it goes for, let's see, 2-3 days, $25. I mean, it's kind of a cheap position. Do I really want to do that? Do I need some calendars in my coaching portfolio? I don't know, maybe. Let's see what else we got. I'm not as excited about it. Tesla, you know, it's trading, it's gapping. I'm a little nervous about that one. Why don't we do a Tesla one? Everybody likes Tesla. I'm going to do a swing trade on it. I'm going to do a different swing trade on it than what I normally do. I could always do it a little more protected. I'm going to go something like a 25-day because that's a monster company. I'm going to do, I'm going to go like this. I'm going to go in the money. I'm going to go in the money. What am I going to do? I'm going to do a bullish vertical. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go like this. I'm going to go in the money, And then I'm going to go and out of the money. And we're going to see what that gives me. Okay. And then we'll need to spread this in the money one out. And I'll spread this out of the money one out further. And now I can get a bullish one on Tesla, but without a crazy downside risk. So I'll go in the money on that one. Maybe I'll go a little more in the money actually. There we go. And that way if it pops a bit, I'm good. Let's see, where's the 1400? What delta are we at 1400 and 1390? That's the question. 1400 and 1390, 16 delta? Ah, that's okay. And then now if it pops, we're okay. It can pop another, let's say 50 points, 45 points, then another 10, then it'll pull back. I'll bring it in closer. There we go, maybe a little more closer. And then we can tweak it later if we need to. There we go. So now I'm only risking 370. So a bullish iron condor in the money, a little different. Let's see how it pans out. Okay, let's try and get this. These are a pain to get filled sometimes, but let's try and get a little cheaper. Actually, with Tesla, I'll probably go a little more. Okay, it's a swing directional, but a little different. So let's let that sit. I mean, it's kind of my, oh, there it is, filled. See, I should have went for more. Tesla's a big stock. They, you know, whip around. So there we go. So now I got a little bit of a delta, like a dollar delta. So if it goes up a bunch, let's say another 50 points, 30 points in the next week or two, you could be up here, and then we got a theta that'll start kicking in later. So then I expect it to pull back because eventually people will take profit or say it's getting too extended. So you're playing this chess game in your head, right? You're like, oh, it's going to go up, but then people are going to say it's going to go down. So anyway, that's my thought. All right. So anyway, that one's kind of working. And why don't we even put a closing trade in here? Because I don't even want to watch Tesla. It's really a pain. $75. So let's try and make $100. So we got filled at, where did we get filled? We got filled at 355. So we want to get out at maybe 455. It's already almost there. It's really a pain. Okay, so let's try for, because it's a paper platform, so you got to take off about 20% anyway. Okay, let's try 485. Create duplicate order, good till cancel, 485, and let's let it sit there. That's it. Visa got filled. Okay, and this is working. Good till cancel, perfect. We'll see if it happens. Vietnami, hey, my screen is blank. Are there no visuals for this? No, there are visuals. It looks like other people can see. So you may want to check your graphics card or something. It should work fine. It looks fine on my end. So make sure you're able to kind of see. But yeah, you can definitely see it. So maybe restart the computer or something. Because I think everybody else is pretty good. Kobe's good, Kevin's good. So I think we're okay. All right, so I think that's it for me for today. Stone is still waiting. I'm still waiting on Stone. And where are we at on the price there? 85, 92, 90. Let's see if we can get one filled real quick at 85 cents. I mean, no, I'm already higher. Yeah, Kobe says he can see it. So yeah, I think we're okay. Probably just your monitor. Let's see, margin account, I will just leave it. Let's see if we get filled. I mean, I'm already overpaying from a fill rate perspective. I'm overpaying, but you should when you're paying like 85 cents, 92 cents, that's pretty cheap actually for an at the money spread. At the money spread for a $2 wide or so should be about $1.05 or so, $1.10 maybe. Okay, what else we've got? Stone, there it is, still moving. Man, I got to jump on that one in the live account here. Where was I? I was Tesla. Yeah, there it was. Okay. Oh, okay. Let's see. Let's run through these quick. AMD's going. Ooh, AMD's going. On my calls, will be in the money here soon. Okay. PNG, Bank of America. Oh, man, this thing's taking off. Sorry, I'm just talking to myself, guys. Royal Caribbean. That's how I do it, just very quick. I'm just looking for some quickies to just start nibbling. And then of course I review my positions that I have. Boeing, I don't really care to trade Boeing lately. It's just very nasty and got earnings pretty quick. But that's, a lot of stuff is kicking in. Where are we on SPY? Okay, we are on team right now. SPY is up 12, so back to team. Okay, gold. Oh, what was that? What was that? General Motors. Why is General Motors going up? Oh my goodness, I'm not going to trade that one. I don't care for that. Weight Watchers was doing well the other week. It might be starting to roll, but it's still early. BBBY, McDonald's. Okay, I've been aiming for McDonald's, but it was too high. Now it's starting to pull back. Let's check PayPal again, because okay, it's pulling back. Okay, back to McDonald's. Goldman Sachs, AT&T. I talked about AT&T on my other channel, actually, by the way. If you guys didn't see it, go check this channel out. This is where I'm going to do more technicals and stuff. So I talked about PayPal here. I talked about, like, I'll do like individual stock evaluations. There's AT&T right there. You know, so if you want to look at those analyses in more detail, just check this channel out. I just started it just for technical analysis stuff. Nothing like mega recommendations or anything. It's just like, let's just look at the charts. That's called Critical Charts, by the way, if you want to look at that channel. Just brand new, like a week or two ago. Just specific, you know, not trying to pump any stocks, just give you guys a true thought. Okay, Groupon. Yeah, I mean, I think that's it. I don't want to press today. It's really early in the, I want to see what the week has, not just today. So anyways, that's kind of my thoughts for today. I'm not going to do too much more on this live session. I'm going to film a couple videos for stock analysis for this channel probably later today, as well as manage my regular portfolio account. And then I have, I think, a meeting or two later on with a coaching guy, client. So you're welcome to check out this channel. Send us a message. Check out a good course for options if you're new, or feel free to join me maybe on an evening session. I tend to just hop on. It just depends on the kids and, you know, with the world and what's going on here, just with my personal situation and schedule. So yeah, definitely just keep an eye out and join the Discord, because we'll start doing notifications every time I hop on for any live things. So that way, if you're on Discord server, which is kind of like a live chat, AOL chat back in the 90s, if you remember those days, then you'll get kind of notified. We're still setting up a few things there, and then we'll be kind of good to go. So I've got a couple classes I worked on over the holidays. They are like 50% complete. We are looking at trading during a correction, which we'll talk about. I've got the risk arrays from a month or two ago that we were doing a lot of classes. So the risk arrays, we'll be working on that. And swing trading in March, that'll be like a good 5-6 day probably class. So that'll be all about technicals, so about swing trickles. So I worked on that as well to kind of wrap that up. So they are getting ready to kind of be good to go soon, and we'll probably do one class here per month. So and they take 3 to 5 days. We usually do them in the evening times. So anyways, thank you so much for joining me. Enjoy the rest of the week ahead, and I will see you maybe later on this week or next time.